Hey everybody, I hope you are well. I am on the move, trying actually to leave the Capitol and get back home. I had to come in for a couple of events and meetings today, but otherwise it was a day that I could be home. We're actually having a bit of this is sort of a pause in the eye of the storm, because for a lot of reps and senators, legislators who have kids who are on spring break this week, sometimes it's hard to schedule sessions. So the House is not in session at all this week, although we will be in session 4 out of 5 days next week. We have only 3 weeks to go. So although it is a moment of pause, this is the moment where it's really important to check in with people and make sure that that nobody's going off the rails and coming up with new things. And it's also a chance to talk to, check in with people who are actually, feeling the impact of certain policies. So I will give an example about the dairy industry. There is a concerted effort. The dairy industry is facing a lot of financial pressure. It was before, and certainly the current administration's the effect on fertilizer and fuel costs, for example, have exacerbated that. But milk prices are down and costs are skyrocketing. So they are facing a lot of pressure. And the dairy industry is a pretty important business in Connecticut. And so we had Dairy Day this week, and we are working on a variety of initiatives to try to support them. And there's no substitute for just going down to Dairy Day and talking to some of the local, I've gotten to know dairy farmers across the state, but particularly we have some in the northwest corner, and to talk with them about their views on certain policies and how it's affecting them and whether they think this would work for them versus another. There's just no substitute for going down and having a person-to-person conversation. And they even brought up a very charming calf resilience in for all of us legislators who appreciate some animals from time to time. So it is a moment, because when we're in session and things are going by quickly, it's harder to do that. And so I've been grateful to be able to do that this week. We also are in, because this is a very compressed time cycle in which to do budget adjustments. As we get the revenue, the consensus revenue that we use to build our budget, we won't get that until the end of April, and we're out of session by May 6th. So not a lot of time to get that nailed down. So we get actually daily updates from our fiscal analysts about what they think revenues are going to look like, and we're looking at that really on a very much a daily basis. Today there was a glitch with sometimes there's a glitch with information coming in, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow to get the latest. But things go by fast, and when you get a pause, it's a great chance to just be able to have a little bit more lengthy, more detailed conversations with people before we start sprinting again. So I'm going to put more information about certain bills that we've been hearing and passing, and both in the Senate and the House in the newsletter, and I'll talk to you next week.